It's not only not wrong, but it's a great desire to want to raise your family with godly values and to even be believers and have a nation filled with followers of Jesus Christ, Christians. As a matter of fact, take a look. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv.
If you missed us talking about the Moravians, they are a special seed for this nation.
Oh, yeah.
And we talk about VFN Kingdom Business. We're building it around the understanding of the Moravians. And it's time for us to get busy about the Father's business. And the Father's business, God, the Father's business, authority that we have to do this is through his Son and in the name of Jesus. And as he was sent, Jesus sent us to do what he did and even greater things than he's done. And, you know, I think quite often you see people trying to go backwards at trying to change a nation where, you know, let's first win it over politically and then let's try to get everybody to be Christians.
Yeah.
Versus, you win a nation by winning a nation's heart, you know, by sharing with them the love of God and, you know, the word evangelism, you know, going out and having a testimony, knowing Jesus, spending time with them so that when you are with them, people go, this woman's been with Jesus.
That's right.
And the Lord loves them and he will work with you confirming, you know, your witness to this particular person, and they become a believer, and they just may happen to be a senator. They may happen to be a school board member. They may happen to be a business owner that shifts that entire business, that shifts that corporation, that shifts that school board or that county or that state. But it seems that the church has turned towards, you know, the opposite way of doing that.
Laws that try to, you know, laws basically control behavior. And so the laws have a penalty. If you break the law, then the consequences causes people that, you know, act a certain way or don't do certain things. And so if we're going to have a Christian nation, not because we have behavior modification, but we'll have a Christian nation because people that are Christians in this nation, you know, they're growing and there's more of them. And so we can't control behavior. What we can do, you know, is help people transform their hearts. You know, talk to them about a king.
We'll be right back.
Don't miss your chance to get this free book, I Will Fight 10 Strategies for Your Success, where I share a prophetic encounter God gave me about a coming wealth transfer. And this whole genesis of this book and these strategies is to position you for a coming wealth transfer. It's 10 strategies for success, dealing with your belief, your actions, commitments, giving you plans, giving you strategies. I mean, so many things I can't even talk about. But it's yours for free. Go to VFNkb.com and get your free copy now.
Welcome back to VFNtv with your host, Greg Lancaster.
Well, people aren't a Christian because you say, you're going to be a Christian.
Yeah. And you're going to live by these Christian
Does that work?
principles.
Does that work?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Inside joke. So we cannot look at America and say, you're a Christian nation. You know, there was one particular man, I'm not going to bring up his name right now, but, you know, he has a very aloof father and unresponsive, doesn't communicate. I'm sure none of you guys have a father like that. They have lockjaw. It's almost like men have lockjaw. It's like unmanly to be able to say things like, I care about you, I love you, God has good things in store for you, whatever. So all of a sudden, out of the middle of nowhere, his father says something. He says, you know, this is years ago, his father says, you know, I love you. And so the son says,
Did he pass out?
no, the son says, well, act like it, right? And the thing about it is, if we truly love God, if we're a Christian, that Christian nation means we love God. We've accepted Christian stands for Christ follower. So you've accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord, which means we follow Christ. We don't look like a Christian nation. We don't act like a Christian nation. And it's the church that doesn't look like it. I mean, we're looking at an article before we came on the air today that a church in Taiwan's building to look like a woman's shoe, right?
It's already built. Yes.
It's a woman's shoe. Maybe you can see this thing.
To attract the women to the church. And crazy. This is crazy times we're living in. And it's just unbelievable.
You have it? And take a look at that. You got to see this. This is not becoming a Christian nation. This is the opposite way of doing that
Correct.
thing. Take a look at this.
管处长7号受访时首次对外表示，保证农历春节前开放参观，将成为嘉义沿海春
So
节
you're
的
looking at the
新亮点。
church, and look at
包括学
this.
教堂全部
The
规划
church
100
building
拍摄点
is built like a woman's show.
71个教堂的拍摄设景有情人椅。
I mean, you think about this.
That's what-
But the
Hey,
whole
look at
thing
this.
is that, you know, we're worried about the outside of the cup instead of the inside of the cup. That is so
Yeah.
irrelevant.
Completely.
The outside of our lives, the outside of our existence, the outside of our homes. And look at this, a crystal shoe to be able to attract women. And by the way, that concept has been marketed by America.
Yeah.
Just like you've heard quite often on our program that the church came to America to become an enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
And building like it is not acting like it. I mean,
Yeah.
how many fathers, say, I'm providing for you. You can pull that down. A father says, I'm providing for you, and they're rude and they're cocky and they're short and all this kind of stuff, but they're not loving. They're not kind.
Mm.
And he's just saying, listen, I built you a glass zipper. You got a glass zipper over your head. I'll drive you around.
Yeah.
Bruh. And but the children and the wives are going like, we don't feel love. We just don't feel love.
Yeah.
And that's the church in America. It's like, we're building things. Let me build you something. I remember walking out the Malachi mandate with the prophecy, going in the wilderness with hundreds of times thousands of fathers and sons and fatherless sons and mentors. People would always show up. And what they wanted to do, that it was helping us, they wanted to manage what we had. But nobody in America, what people struggle with is how to add to what is there.
Oh yeah. Can I come teach?
Yeah,
no,
right.
No,
I need
no,
to tell
no,
all you.
no.
So we had one particular man that he said he wanted to help out, and we had like 70 leaders at a time on this.
Yeah.
It took 70 to be able to do it, and he was going to be over the mentors, and his job was going to be able to help coordinate the mentors and that type of thing. So basically,
I've done this over 10 years, so
Yeah,
we've had
10
different
years.
people who've
Oh,
held
yeah.
this position.
Oh
So,
yeah. So it's not you.
Yeah.
Or maybe
yeah.
it could have been. I don't know. More said no than yes. This particular person said yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Just didn't know what he was saying yes to. And so he said, just gather them all together and I'll talk to them. And I was like, no, first you got to go find these mentors.
Yeah.
We had to get, 250 mentors or something for these boys.
Late night calls.
Late nights, looking over rap sheets and all these different
yeah.
things. Like, this is not that bad. And God's called us to add to affect other people's lives. And we bought into a mindset in America, we need to be like, Mike and his wife, over in Africa where they're going, I'm going to go impact these kids. And imagine how powerful it is. I was just talking to a particular Chinese missionary just before the program today. And, they ran all the foreigners basically out of China, and they're not letting them teach there now.
Oh.
And but he's not worried about it. You know why? Because he poured his life into the students and the young people and raised them up to be teachers.
Mm.
That's the thing. We have to pour our lives out into other people's lives. It's not about us. If our life ends and we never built a relationship, we never connected with anyone, we were abrasive to everyone, and we wouldn't let anybody connect. We wouldn't let the egg of possibility just seize up against the womb of opportunity to be able to do what God wanted to do. We just kind of kept it focused on ourselves. And that's where America is today. When you think about it, that it's almost like, it's a spirit of abortion over any possible birth of anything.
Mm.
And over how many abortions since
50 plus million.
abortion? But it's like everything that this is probably it. This is it. When it's about other people, John, that means I get left out.
Mm.
People aren't patting me on the back all the time.
Yeah.
I may spend my whole life, of waiting like the Moravian missionaries for my reward in heaven, but I won't get it here on earth. And
Yeah.
very few people are willing to live for delayed gratification in heaven. They want everything now. And Jesus says, the Word of God says that if that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. Everything you're going to get is going to be now. But the ones who are willing to lay down your life, there's nothing more important than do the best you can of raising a family that loves God. It's their choice what they're going to do, how you do it, but at least give them the opportunity.
Yeah, give them the chance.
Give them the chance, or to affect a community, to affect a company, or go and affect other children like this couple in Africa. They're these orphaned in a difficult land. And it's like, you know what? We have to be willing to do that. The Moravians' mission statement was this, and this is our mission statement for VFN Kingdom Business, was in the essentials, unity. In non-essentials, liberty. And in all things, love. And there are some things, has to happen, but there's a lot of things we've added to the church, in America especially, that's being exported. We're now in China. Is it what? No,
Taiwan.
Taiwan, I meant. That's not happening. And
No.
they're breaking crosses off churches
Yeah.
in China. But in Taiwan, that's an exported American concept. I mean, if you trace that back, that's the DNA of a crystal cathedral in some place that somebody thought they had to be able to have, where they're spending $1.3 million for a church plant somewhere, or $1.3 million per baptized believer. And millions of dollars for a church plant. And so somebody like these Moravians, they would go looking at America and they think, well, I can't be a missionary. I can't do anything for God. I don't have $1.3 million. What if 2 people get baptized? That's $2.6 million.
That's right.
And it's just not true. It's just not true.
Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv.
You know, a lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org.
I'm your host, Greg Lancaster, and we're so glad that you've joined us. Don't forget you can join us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download our app and sign up for our newsletter, The Torch,
At VFNkb.com.
I've enjoyed our time together. God bless.